Junie B. First Grader, Cheater Pants. Chapter 1, A+ May. Monday. Dear First Grade Journal, yesterday was the weekend. The weekend is the nickname of Saturday and Sunday, only I don't know why. Those 2 days zoomed by speedy quick. That's how come I didn't have time to do my homework. 'Cause what do I look like, a clock or something? Last night I begged to stay up and do it, but Daddy said no, and he turned out my nightlight. That was not helpful. Now I am at school, and Mr. Scary said to please take out our homework. I feel sickish inside. I hope that Daddy is proud of himself. From Junie B. First Grader. Next to me, May got her homework out of her backpack, and she put it on her desk. She smoothed out that paper and smiled. I'm sure I'll get another A+ on this one. And I'll get an A+ on all my homework papers, Junie Jones, she said. One time, my homework was so perfect, Mr. Scary sent a happy note home to my mom and dad. I did a shrug. Blah, 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 I said back. May did a mad face at me. Then she quick tapped Lenny on the back of his head. Lenny, did you hear what I said to Junie Jones? She asked. I told her that I always get A+ on my homework. Lenny turned around. Please don't touch my hair, May, he said. I used a brand new gel to spike it up today, and I don't want you messing it up. I waved at Lenny across the aisle. I would never touch your hair, Leonard, I said. Your hair looks like an interesting glob of artwork almost, and artwork should be gawked at. Lenny nodded. Thank you, Junie B. Jones. You're welcome, Lenny. Whose last name starts with an S, I think, I said. After that, I smiled at May very smuggy. Lenny likes me way better than he likes her. May squinted her eyes at me. How come you didn't take your homework out yet, Junie Jones? She asked. You're not following directions very well this morning, are you? I did a big breath. Then I quick reached into my backpack and I pulled out a rumpled paper, and I pretended that it was my homework. There, I said, there's my homework. Now, please mind your own beeswax, you snoopy pooper, May. May's face got reddish and flushy. She started to raise her hand to Tattletale. Just then, the teacher called her name. May, it's your day to take the attendance sheet to the office, he said. Would you like to come up here and get it, please? Yes, she said. I would love to, Mr. Scary. The attendance sheet is when teachers send the names of the absent children to the office. I do not actually approve of that practice. May hurried to the front of the room. I'm never absent, Mr. Scary, she said. I'm always here. Have you ever noticed that? Huh? Have you ever noticed how I'm always here? Mr. Scary closed his eyes for a second. Oh yes, May, he said. Believe me, I've noticed. May did a giggle. Also, I'm always punctual, she said. Have you ever noticed that too? Have you ever noticed how punctual I am? She smiled at the class. Punctual means on time, everyone, she explained. Last year, I was so punctual, I got the Punctual Award. That Punctual Award is an award for the child who is the most punctual. Mr. Scary stared at her. He said to please stop saying punctual. After that, May took the attendance sheet and she skipped to the door. Don't worry, room 1. I will get this attendance sheet to the office all safe and sound, she said real loud. Then everyone who isn't here will get reported to the principal, and that's exactly what they deserve. Mr. Scary did a sigh. Please, May, just go, okay? He said. May did a wave and hurried out the door. After she was gone, I roamed my eyes around the room. All of the children had their homework papers out, but me. My inside felt sickish again, because pretty soon Mr. Scary would find out that I didn't do my assignment. I swallowed real hard. My eyes kept on roaming around, and then, what do you know, they roamed right over to May's desk. And surprise, surprise, I saw her homework paper sitting there. It was right out in plain view, I mean. My heart pounded and pounded at that sight, because my brain was getting an idea, that's why. I tapped on my chin, very thinking. Then, quiet as a mouse, I pulled May's paper a little closer and I copied what it said. After I got done, I breathed in relief because now I had a homework paper. I smiled to just myself. Then I closed my eyes and whispered, "Thank you" to May for letting me borrow her homework. And that was the end of chapter 1. Chapter 2 is called Weekend Fun.